unimpressive. It's kind of boring. Hello my beautiful people. So before we get started in today's video, I wanted to mention something real quick because I know that it's going to be brought to my attention. Yes, I'm aware that the eyeshadow specifically on this eye is completely gone. I was supposed to record this video this morning. I couldn't. Something came up. I had to go out. I live in Florida. It's hot. It's humid. You get the point. I came back. I did the video and I didn't realize that the makeup on one of my eyes was completely gone. And to be honest, this is my second time recording the video. The first time it was completely dark, so I thought it was justifiable for me to record it again. Hence, this is the second time I'm recording it. But I'm not going to record it the third time because it's just makeup. It's not that serious. One of my eyes was completely gone. And to be honest, this is my second time recording the video. The first time it was completely dark, so I thought it was justifiable for me to record it again. Hence, this is the second time I'm recording it. But I'm not going to record it the third time because it's just makeup. It's not that serious. I'm talking about perfume here. I'm not a makeup artist. So I hope, regardless of all that, you still enjoy the video. And with that being said, hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. My name is Maria, or it's MJ here on YouTube. So in today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be decluttering, getting rid of perfumes that were just not it for me. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7. We'll get into it. And before we start, I want to give a disclaimer, but I also don't, so I'll just give it real quick because unfortunately they have to be given. So don't get offended. These are perfumes that maybe you like, I don't. We're all grown up. It's perfume at the end of the day. Like, it's not that serious. Don't get offended. And I feel like these videos are mandatory, especially because I talk about perfume obviously all the time on here. So I feel like it's mandatory for me to tell you guys what I'm enjoying, what I'm not. Because as much as I love to tell you guys what I love, I feel like it's also an obligation for me to tell you what I don't love and what has to go. I don't know, it's like an ethical thing I feel like I have to do, you know. So with that being said, let's get on to today's video because I don't want to make this intro too long. Oh, I forgot, almost forgot. If you are not subscribed already and you keep coming back, and by keep coming back is, I mean, you literally search up my name, because I can see that you guys are searching up my name on the YouTube search bar, and you're not subscribed already and you keep coming back and you keep watching my videos, that means you enjoy my videos. So please subscribe if you have not already. It has been brought to my attention that some of you guys are not subscribing. And I say that because a lot of you guys actually contact me either on Instagram or also on Mercari as of recently. You guys low-key tell on yourself because you're like, oh my god, I love your videos, I binge watch your videos. And I'm like, oh my god, thank you. And you guys ask me a lot of questions about perfumes and I'll tell you guys my opinions and this and that or whatever. At the end, it'll be like, oh, I'll go subscribe to you. And I'm like, what? So I'm like, so we've been talking all along. You're asking me all these questions and you're not subscribed, but you binge watch me? What? Rude. So please subscribe if you keep coming back. It helps out my channel a lot and it helps out YouTube algorithm and, you know, recommend my videos to other people. Yeah, now that just, so, you know, subscribe, help your girl out. So it's free.com. So with that being said, let's get on to today's video. We're gonna start off with the ones that were the easiest to declutter, I guess, that I just looked at and I was like, you gotta go. So the easiest for me was actually Brazilian Crush, and I actually talked about this one in my cheapy summer fragrances, and I mentioned that it's not that I don't like the scent. As a matter of fact, I do. It's just, for me, longevity on this is absolute trash. Like, I want to say like maybe in an hour it's gone, and I didn't mind it, that's why I kept it. But recently I have another purchase of mine, which is basically this, but way better performance. So, you know, it was obviously common sense that I just had to declutter this. Same scent, better performance, you gotta go. So I'm sure that we're all familiar with this, but if you're not, this is like a caramel vanilla with some like nuttiness to it. There's pistachio and almond in this, but I can't say that I pick one or the other more. It just has this nutty thing going on. I'm not gonna spray it though because I sold it already, so you know, I can't spray it. But yeah, that's Brazilian Crush, and it's gotta go because I acquired something which is better and better performance in my opinion. All right, moving on. So the next one that I'm decluttering is one that I actually had also in a haul, and this is FCUK Friction, another one that I already sold, so I won't spray. But yeah, I like the scent of this. This has spun sugar and coconut. It's not creamy though. This is more of like the coconut water rather than the actual creamy flesh of the coconut. But this is really light. It's very fresh, but not like in a soapy way. It's more of like just a clean, fresh out of the shower, fresh cleaned white sheets. Yeah, it smells like clean hair. Like when you first walk out of the shower and you put on your lotion, that's what it smells like. Very fresh and very clean. This is actually really good. But as I mentioned in the unboxing that I did with this perfume, I have something that's very similar to this that kind of puts me in the same vibe, same feeling, whatever. And that's Magic in the Air from Bath & Body Works. And I was willing to keep this one if it lasted more than my mist, but it didn't. The performance on this was actually terrible. Very poor. I've heard some people say that it lasts a long time on them, but on me it was like tops an hour, if that. So this is another one similar to this one that I would just spray after the shower if I didn't really know what I wanted to wear for the day. But it's just like, I actually like the physical aspect of spraying on a perfume. Sometimes it's not even the scent, it's just like I just want to spray on a perfume. So for that day, if I didn't know what I wanted to wear, I would spray like one of these. This one just has that slight coconut aspect to it, but it's not a huge difference enough for me to keep it. But since this one is an eau de parfum concentration, I was hoping that it would last longer, but it just didn't, so it's gotta go. And it also sold. It sucks because it's a nice scent. I don't understand, like, make your shit last longer. This one is a new acquisition and I didn't mention it because I just didn't care for it. Most of the time if I don't mention it, it's because, or I don't talk about it like that, and it just gets featured like in a first impression, or I just don't mention it at all, is because I didn't care for it. So it's gotta go. So this is Burberry Her Intense, and I have Burberry Her and I really like that one. The thing with that one is, as I mentioned before, performance was terrible, but in the heat Burberry Her performs perfecto. This one I was hoping more of like, I don't know, just heavier and more intense. And I heard also some people say that this is berries and cream, even though I heard also that the original was berries and cream, and that's pretty much why I got it. I never got any of these for that 540 dupe aspect of it, because as I've said before, I do not consider them dupes at all. I just really want is strawberries and cream. The other one, as I've mentioned, is very light, very airy, very refreshing. It's a strawberry musk. This one is like a berries, well, at least it opens up, and on the cap too you can smell it too. It's like a berries cough syrup, which I honestly should have expected. Follow my channel for a while now, you know that I'm not the biggest fan of benzoin. For me, benzoin can either come off like dated, vintage, resinous, or just medicinal. Like it gives it like a tea vibe or a cough syrup vibe. Oh, you know, one of those. It has this very syrupy berries aspect to it, but it does have that medicinal vibe that I just don't vibe with. It also has that synthetic strawberry candy as the original one. It's just this one I feel like it's a little bit more heavy on it. So yeah, not bad, but not for me. So I'm just not gonna keep stuff that I'm not gonna wear. Okay. Alright, so now we're moving on to the ones that are a little harder for me to depart with, that I've been thinking about for a while. You know, it's giving them chances, just keeping them there, but they gotta go. They gotta go, and it's okay. It's okay that they gotta go. Vanille Apricots from Sud Pacifique. I think the reason I don't want to let this one go is because I wanted this brand to work out so bad for me, and I wanted a fragrance from this brand for so long, and the fact that I got this one for a steal, it's like ridiculous for me to let it go. But I sold it already, and the person that got it also got it as a steal, because if I got it at a steal, they had to get it at a steal, you know what I mean? Their whole brand is categorized as like vanillas that are like summer appropriate and stuff. They're very like holiday-ish, and by holiday I mean like not Christmas and stuff, but like like vacation vibe vanillas. So I was expecting this to be, as I mentioned in that video, to be more of a gourmand cakey vanilla. Like I literally wanted to smell like a vanilla cake, and I wanted to smell like muffins, cookies, I don't know, some sort of bakery aspect. When I got it, I was like, this is not the vanilla that I was expecting. This is more of a literal cream soda. It has this fizziness to it. It has this like fruitiness to it, but it's a cream soda. The vanilla in here is actually really synthetic, and if you guys know me, you guys know that even if it's not something that I expect, I usually end up most of the time loving it, because I learned to appreciate fragrances for what they are and not for expectations. But this is one of those that I like, that I ended up enjoying the scent because it was different from like what I have in my collection. I have a lot of like oriental vanilla, I have a lot of like floral vanilla, so this is a synthetic vanilla that I did not have, so I liked it for what it was. However, performance, terrible. So this is one that I would usually wear to go to sleep, and this is one that I usually would wear like around the house. With that being said, even though I didn't smell the cakiness in it, I have been told like, oh, you smell like blueberry muffins. So I guess some people perceive it off my skin as like bakery-esque or cakey, but I didn't. So just to let you guys know that. I did have this on my list for summer fragrances, but I actually didn't mention it because of performance. So like Burberry Her, that was one that I was kind of waiting to use in the summer to see if it performed better, which it did, aka it got mentioned in my summer perfumes. This is one that I didn't mention because I was waiting for it to perform better in the summer, and it didn't. And I don't mind scents that are close to the skin but last a long time. I just need you to last a long time. If no one else can smell them, I better smell them. With that being said, it was too close to the skin and it just didn't last a long time. So unfortunately, it has to go. And by synthetic vanilla, I mean like literal fake vanilla. For example, like we're all familiar with how a watermelon smells. We're all familiar with how a apple smells, but you know, like candies, when they have like that artificial taste to them, so like a strawberry candy, a watermelon candy, a banana candy, they have that syntheticness to it, like a Laffy Taffy pretty much. That one also reminds me like of a certain Laffy Taffy. So it has that synthetic quality to it. It doesn't smell real. It doesn't smell like, it just smells fake. So if a candy were pretty much like vanilla flavored, it would smell like this, like a fake vanilla. Yeah, I don't know how else to describe it. So okay, all right, so now moving on to another one that was hard for me to let go of because I love this brand, and this is the Roberto Cavalli by Roberto Cavalli, the OG one. And this one didn't work out for me. Makes me mad that it didn't actually. It lasts a long time, it leaves a trail, just overall great performance. And the scent is not even bad. It's not a scent that it's like I'm put off by it, because I'm not, but it's a scent that I just don't feel like me, and I don't want to keep it just to keep it. So this is one that I actually don't have up for sale. This is one that I gave to my mom. I'm gonna see if she likes it. I don't see why she wouldn't, but if she doesn't, then it will go for sale. But the reason I don't want to sell it is because it's a scent that I want to smell on someone else, just not on me, because I just don't feel like me. There's benzoin and orange blossom in this, and I find it like very mature smelling, and I do actually find it pretty elegant. But it's just not for me. Like I have other like elegant perfumes. This one layered with Casablanca is actually really good though, like really good. But I don't want to keep perfumes because layering has been a thing that it's like I feel like it's making me keep perfumes that are not loves for me, you know. All right, so my file got cut off and I lost all my files, so here we go. So I also wanted to mention that, like I said, this is one that I was layering and I really liked with Casablanca, but I want to do layering in a way that I enjoy them alone, but I also enjoy them layered. So with that being said, I'm just not trying to keep things just to keep, just because I half like them, you know what I mean? The next perfume that I'll be discussing is the Dolce Gabbana Perfume. This is another one that I know it's a favorite of pretty much everyone, but unfortunately it just didn't work for me, so don't hate me. I've been having this marshmallow cake for quite a while, and every single time that I would either search on YouTube or on forums, Google, you know, this is one that would always come up. And for a while I wanted it. All in all, I put it, you know, back of my mind, and I figured that if I ever came up across a deal, I would snatch it up, and that's exactly what I did. But at this point, I wasn't expecting the sticky, heavy, gooey marshmallow. I was expecting more of a like floral marshmallow. But when I got it, I still got disappointed because of how light it was. When I first got it, I sprayed it on myself. I was disappointed. The texture of it was just not what I was expecting. Scent wasn't what I was expecting. And I put it on a shirt and it's just like, it wasn't even there. I tried it, I want to say like 4 times within a week. I want to say a month later, I went back to it and I got more of the sweetness. So I went to church this morning, put on a sweater, drowned, and I mean drowned myself in it. And when I tell you that this lasted, that sweater, I put it in the my hamper, and the next day when I was doing the laundry, I could still smell it in the sweater. Like, it was just penetrated in the sweater. I wanted to hold this one on maybe for winter time, which is ironic because I would have never thought of like such a light fragrance for it to be better for the fall winter time. But I noticed that it just grabbed onto the sweater and it just stayed there. Meanwhile, on the skin, it's gone. Like, it doesn't last on me. But the sweetness in here is interesting. It's not heavy. Yeah, it's more of like a light, cloudy, fluffy sweetness to it. Similar to Ariana Grande Cloud. Like, that airy sort of sweetness, that's what I get from here. I think it's unique, and that's why I wanted to hold on to it, because you guys aren't think I'm crazy, but to me it smells, it has this clean vibe to it. It smells like, that's like the first word that came to my mind when I smelled this. And it smells like baby wipes, but not wet baby wipes. It smells like dry baby wipes. Like, you open the container and you just let them dry out. If baby wipes were edible, it would be like sweet baby wipes, or like dryer sheets, like sweet dryer sheets. I don't know, it has this clean aspect to it, which is interesting to me. It's sweet but clean, almost fresh but not soapy fresh. It's like, I don't know, it's interesting, it's different, but I don't care for it. I honestly find it, you guys are gonna come for me, I find it boring, unimpressive. It's kind of boring, plain Jane-ish. This is one that I did want to give to my mom, but it's like, I'm honestly unimpressed. Yeah, I don't see myself reaching for it. I have way many other perfumes that I enjoy more, that I feel have that addictive quality to it, that second look type of quality to it, and this is one that I feel like is unimpressive and forgettable. Like, I feel like if I wore this, like, I won't get ain't no one remembering me. Sorry if you love it, it's just, I gotta tell you guys why I'm decluttering it. All right, another one. I don't know yet. It's posted, and if it gets sold, it got sold. But I sprayed it on yesterday just once to try out, and the second I sprayed it, I told my friends, I was like, yeah, another disappointment. Not because of the scent, it's so bad or whatever. No, I rarely have that, honestly, where a scent is like look, I can't wear that. Rarely, ever. But this is one that it reminded me of this. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys. So Roberto Cavalli Deep Desire. I really wanted this for the fall time, so I got it. It's fairly new. I don't really hear people talking about this, but I remember there being cacao. Let me look it up real quick to let you guys know. Cacao orange, I think it was. But this one was compared to Paco Rabanne Black XS, and that one is a like a warm spicy scent. So this one, the main accords are warm, spicy, cacao, balsamic, sweet, vanilla, and citrus. It's classified as an oriental floral. I should have gathered that. But based on the main notes, according to others, it was supposed to be like a cacao, vanilla, mandarin orange sort of scent. This is just another floral. So I expected this for some reason to have like a gourmand, deep, sultry, sweet aspect to it, and it doesn't. This actually smells like a softer version of this. I can smell the DNA of the original in this one. I can, and it's actually softer. This one is like really strong, and there's no cherry in this, but the second I opened it and I sprayed it on my hand, I was like, cherry. I was like, wow, like I really have a cherry kick, obviously, because all the recent purchases that I've made have been cherry based or cherry prominent. I went back to the notes. There's absolutely no cherry in this, but I was like, what the heck, am I crazy? Like, what's going on? And I scrolled, and I guess a couple of people do get that cherry note even though there's no cherry. But last night I kept smelling my arm and I was like, it's low-key growing on me. It started smelling a little bit better, and so I feel like if it sells, it sells. It's not meant to be. Watch me end up loving this, because I actually didn't love Gemma di Paradiso at first, and I didn't like Paradiso Assoluto, and now I love those two. What I've noticed from Roberto Cavalli is they're not particularly love at first sniff, but for some reason you want to keep smelling them to the point that you end up falling in love with them. Those two I'm like obsessed with, especially Paradiso Assoluto. That is one that is not my cup of tea. Like, it's a cheaper floral and I don't care for those, but I love that one. It has, oh my god, layered with Casablanca. It's so delicious, but like alone too, amazing. Amazing. I wore that one for 4th of July, and when I tell you, got compliments on compliments on compliments, girl, let me tell you. And that was a long one, so I hope you guys don't hate me, but those are the ones that I'm decluttering because they just gotta go. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the ones that I'm decluttering. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below what are scents that you are not enjoying or scents that you guys are decluttering from your collection, and give this video a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. You guys have no idea. And subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed, and follow me on Instagram as well. I'm pretty active there. I'm a lot more active there than here actually. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a beautiful and wonderful and blessed day, and I'll be seeing you guys in the